Just know that it's something that is definitely possible for you. I bought my mom a home in 2020, and like I said, I went broke in 2013. So if I can do it, it's obviously something that you can do, and this is me starting from having literally nothing. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Don't pay attention to my hair. It is frizzy, of course, because I am currently in LA. Look at that gray hair, one gray hair. Yeah, I'm 35. Yeah, I got grace. In this video, I'm going to tell you the story of how I actually built my freedom business that I currently have now, because I'm able to actually travel when I want to, get up and go, and not have to worry about anything. I don't have to take vacation time. I don't have to worry about any of that. If I get sick, I can just be off, things like that. So yeah, I'm going to tell you how that happened and how you can do it for yourself as well. I'm currently in my car. I'm in Los Angeles. I live in Las Vegas, so I took the 4-hour road trip to visit a friend here, and this is my brand new car. I have a 2023 Honda Elantra SEL. It's very sporty, it's very nice, and before that I had a 2019 Honda Elantra. And I mention this not to brag, but I mention this to say that I've currently built a freedom business where I get to travel when I want to. I actually have the income to be able to afford a new car like this after getting the one that I had in 2019 And so I say this because in 2013 I literally went broke. So I quit the job that I had. I worked at Walmart for 5.5 years, and it wasn't enough for me. I wanted to venture out. I wanted to see more of the world, because majority of my family still lives where they live, where we grew up in Illinois, and there's some family that I have in Mississippi, you know, different places like that, and they're just used to where they are. They kind of just want to stay there. I never wanted to do that. I wanted to venture out and see more of the world and explore more of the world, because there's so much to the world. So I ventured out. I didn't want to just be stuck working that job. Get to travel when I, you know, certain times when I have vacation time, then I could travel, but that was not for me. So I did at the time, a very bad decision, but it was a part of my journey getting to where I am today. So at the time in 2013, I had that job, was working at 5.5 years, and I decided to quit because I wanted to live out west. I wanted to move to California, and I moved to Los Angeles. So I quit that job instead of like transferring over, which would have been the smart thing to do. At the time, I didn't think about it. I was very impulsive and decided to do that. So I quit that safety, security, that job that I had there, and I literally quit. So I moved to LA. I lived in a hostel for 3 months, literally 3 months. I paid the money to stay at that hostel, but over time, as I literally didn't have a job, I was a nanny in Beverly Hills, which was not consistent enough to actually be anything. And so I went broke. I literally went broke in Los Angeles after quitting that safety and that security that I had. I had an apartment when I was in Illinois. I was living a great life. I had my little car and everything. So I drove across the country, was in LA. It's like, oh, this is a great life. I'm just enjoying myself all the time. Didn't have a job for real, was a nanny, but was not really worried about the future. And so all of that was happening at one time, and then I ended up going broke. So I had the choice of either moving to Las Vegas, which was more affordable, and or the possibility of moving back to Illinois where my family was. And I knew I did not want to move back to Illinois. So I took a chance and decided to move to Las Vegas instead. So I did that. So I moved to Las Vegas. I ended up getting 2 jobs pretty quickly. So that was nice. So I'm working again, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this different thing. I'm not in Los Angeles, which is where I wanted to be, but I was close enough to Los Angeles or close enough to California so that I can actually go back if I feel like I wanted to and whatnot like that. So I became more stable in Las Vegas and was able to work and earn money and things like that. So things were going pretty well, but I didn't have that freedom lifestyle that I wanted. I had no idea how to even build that freedom lifestyle. I just knew that I wanted to be able to travel whenever I wanted to. I knew that I wanted to have a certain amount of income so that I have some form of financial freedom, so that I wouldn't have to either rely on whether it be the government or any type of other thing to provide, or person to provide me with the income that I wanted to make to have that freedom lifestyle that I wanted. And so obviously working a regular job was not what I wanted to do, but at the time I was still working those 2 jobs and was still getting by. by, and was able to pay my bills, you know, which was much needed. Obviously, you need to have some type of safety net. And so that was working out, but I still didn't have the lifestyle that I wanted. And so I started to just kind of do some research. You have to be resourceful if you want to do something outside of what you've always done. If you want to have a freedom lifestyle, a freedom business of where you're actually working for yourself, you're able to financially afford things that you want for yourself. You're able to travel, whether it be over the out of the country, whether it be to other states, all around America, wherever it might be. That's a freedom business to me, and you actually can get to work with whatever clients it is or whoever it is, whatever business you're doing. You get to do it remotely, so you can work with clients from all over the world with just your laptop. So that's a freedom business, and that's pretty much what I built for myself. And here's what I did to actually build that freedom business. So with being resourceful, obviously you can get on the internet, you can search for whatever and find out how to do literally almost anything today. Like with YouTube especially, you can learn how to do anything with YouTube. If you search for it, you might be able to find it, and you can learn how to do it for free. So I found out about these freelance platforms, and at the time, my husband, who's my husband now, but he was my boyfriend at the time, he told me about this website called Fiverr.com, and I'm sure you have heard about it. If you have not, I will put a link to Fiverr below so that you can actually get started on Fiverr, create your profile and things like that. So Fiverr.com was literally where I started at with freelancing. And when you freelance, you work for yourself. Literally, you set your own schedule, you set how much it is you want to make, and over time, as you get better at whatever that skill is that you do and that whatever it is you provide, then you can make more money along the way. So some of the benefits of freelancing is that, like I said, you have a remote business. So you can work from anywhere in the world with clients from all over the world by utilizing just your laptop. That's pretty perfect. Like, that's the best business to have. That means that you don't have a boss breathing down your neck. You don't have anyone telling you when you got to clock in, when you got to clock out, make sure that this gets done. Your clients aren't there with you physically, so they can't just be like, okay, are you doing this? Or you make sure you have to set your own schedule. You have to make sure that it gets done, because if it doesn't get done, then you can't freelance. You can't work for yourself because you're not disciplined enough to do it. But if you can discipline yourself and hold yourself accountable for whatever project it is, whatever that client requests, and actually deliver it on time, then you can excel at freelancing and get better at it and get better at it and get better at it. And especially, obviously, if your skills get better and better, you can earn more money. There's no cap on your earnings. There's unlimited earnings when it comes to freelancing. So that means that whatever you set that you want to make, you can possibly make that if the quality of your work and your delivery is at what you have set that price at. So there's no cap on your earnings, and to me, that's absolutely perfect. So those are some of the benefits of freelancing. Now, Fiverr.com, people always think of Fiverr as a $5 platform because it says Fiverr, Fiverr, right? But Fiverr isn't necessarily just a $5 platform. And as you get onto the platform and begin to work it, you recognize that you can raise your prices from whatever it might be, $5. I mean, sometimes they do it in $5 increments, but as time has gone on and the platform gets bigger and bigger, there's Fiverr Pros, there's level 2 sellers, there's top rated sellers. All of these things come into play so that people can earn more money, and then you can offer extras with your gigs, which I will touch on a bit later as well, because that is important when it comes to Fiverr and also when it comes to freelancing on the platform itself. So yeah, when I first started out on Fiverr, I was offering voiceover services, and that's how I got into doing voiceovers. I created a video last year which was about how I started voiceovers on Fiverr and made $1,000 for 1 hour of voiceover work. Literally 1 hour that client paid me for, and it was $1,000, which is pretty incredible. With freelancing, I started out with just doing voiceovers. So that was me utilizing my voice to record audio files for clients, and if they liked it, then they come back and be a repeat client, and then I'd get more clients because they leave feedback for me. So it became like a success cycle of you get that client, you deliver high quality audio, then that client provides you with great feedback, and then you get more clients to come in, and that client becomes a repeat client. So it just was a great success cycle that just came along. And then by seeing that little success, I was able to just do better and connect with more clients and deliver more audio and find out more about voiceovers. Because when I started out, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to do voiceovers. I just was self-taught. I taught myself how to do it. I learned how to do it. There was no guide. I didn't have a guide. I didn't have a course that I could utilize, but I do teach how to do voiceovers. Today, I will include a link to that course below so you can get enrolled if you would actually like to do voiceovers today and utilize your voice to earn earn money. And you can do radio commercials, you can do cartoon characters, audio books. But it's an incredible career that I've actually built from just working on Fiverr.com and then going over to Upwork.com and just expanding and going from there. Ultimately, what matters is that you try something out first and then see if it works, and then if it does work, then you can do something more and expand upon those skills. So like for me, I started out with voiceovers, but I expanded my skill set by actually starting to offer videos as well. And videos has been even bigger than voiceovers because everything's video these days. YouTube right here, YouTube is a video platform. And so with everything being very visual with video, obviously I make more money by doing videos. And so I expanded those skills and taught myself how to do video editing, which I'd done a little bit of video editing before, but first I started to create spokesperson videos. So those videos actually require me to be in the video myself, kind of like this type of video right here where I'm talking to you, and it'd be me reading my client's script and going from there. And then it went from spokesperson videos to then creating stock footage videos, which were kind of corporate style, where, you know, stock footage of where you'll have different people doing different types of things, and then my client would provide me with the script and I record the voiceover for that script. And then I'd get that high quality footage online and actually weave together the story in the video for them and deliver it to them. And so that really exploded my business. And so it provided even more freedom for me because I was making so much more money with videos as opposed to with just audio itself. And obviously there are some careers or some skills that you can learn and actually just do them. But for me, I prefer to partner the two together because that's even better and you make more money, or at least I make more money. Now, like with partnering those two together and making more money with Fiverr, Upwork, people per hour, there's a bunch of different freelance platforms out there, and all you have to do is search for them, and you can create a profile on each of those platforms and actually just start doing business with clients from all over the world, and you will start to see success, and then just grow on that success and get better at what it is that you're doing, so you can build your business even better and earn more money, obviously. So because obviously if you're not delivering high quality work, it will show. The client will provide you with negative feedback, and when you get negative feedback, then you'll know that, okay, well, I actually need to do different, because if I'm not going to do different, my business is not going to grow, it's not going to work. I would suggest, if you want to build a business of freedom, then start out with freelance platforms. To me, that was the easiest way that I could do it, and it was just a direct way to get to potential clients that were looking for what it was that I had to offer and help me to grow and actually learn something new. Because if I didn't know that there was even a possibility to do voiceovers or to even create videos for clients and then deliver them to them and then actually get paid for it, then I wouldn't have even thought to do that. But because I knew that there was a possibility there was an opportunity there with Fiverr, then it gave me the thought of, hey, I could actually try this out and actually do it. So now that you know that there are online platforms where you can utilize the skills that you probably already have, because there's so many people that actually have these skills and know how to do them, but they don't know how to connect with clients and actually earn money by doing that work for them. So there's freelance platforms. There's Fiverr, Upwork, People Per Hour, Freelancer, Guru, Legit. There's more. There's so many freelance platforms that you can get on nowadays and actually just start earning money from home and working with clients from all over the world. You can travel. I have gone to Tokyo, Japan. I've worked with my clients. I have gone to London, England. I've worked with my clients. And even I had a client that had me record a spokesperson video in front of Buckingham Palace. No joke. In front of Buckingham Palace, of all places. And the Queen probably may have been in there at the time. RIP to the Queen, of course. But yeah, so you just don't even know what type of opportunities are out there waiting for you until you actually try. So you can build your life of freedom, your freedom business, if you want it. But it takes a lot of focus, it takes a lot of discipline, and it takes getting better and learning something new. And if you're willing to do those things and continue to get better and better and better, deliver high quality, whatever it is, the work that you have to provide, and then you will build that life of freedom. Like I said, I'm in Los Angeles right now. I live in Las Vegas. This is my second, maybe third time visiting my friend in LA this year, and it's only April. So yeah, and I've actually phoned to visit my friend in Sacramento twice this year as well. So, and last year I took 2 cruises. And so yeah, I've totally built this life that is considered a life of freedom, and just know that it's something that is definitely possible for you. I bought my mom a home in 2020, and like I said, I went broke in 2013. So if I can do it, it's obviously something that you can do. And this is me starting from having literally nothing, and you have more than starting with nothing. So just don't think that it's impossible. Think that it absolutely is possible, and I'm an example of that. So just try it out. Don't judge yourself. Think that you can do it. Put in the work to make it happen, and literally just do it. Now, I did mention that I would tell you a few things about Fiverr because that's a platform that I started on. Now, when it comes to Fiverr, you will want to create your gig on the platform, and so the gig is what you offer. So if it's video services, if it's voiceovers, you would want to create a gig on the platform. That's the main thing that you want to have. And a lot of people quit the platform because they don't know how to utilize it. But the first thing you want to do is create a gig. Obviously, you got to create your profile first, which is who you is and what you do. But then the gig is a service that you offer, what it is you provide to those clients. And there'll be quite a number of things you got to put on there. You got to put whether it be a picture, whether it be a video, if you do video editing, if you do voiceover, it has to be an audio, a demo reel of what it is you provide. All of those things you have to put within that gig itself. And then there's extras. Now, extras are add-ons to whatever the initial gig is. So for example, if you offer 125 words with voiceovers for $5, an extra could be, another 125 words for another $5, something like that. Or you could add music to the audio for another $5 or $10. Whatever price it is that you set, you can also have it be in an MP3 audio file for $5 or a WAV file for $5. So those are add-ons to the actual gig that you offer. And if you offer video production, for example, if you offer, say, a 30-second video for $50, then you can add on music for $5 or $10. And you can add on captions for $15 or $20. Whatever it is the price is that you want to set for to get paid for that skill that you have learned, then set those prices. And you, like I said, there's no ceiling cap on your earnings, and you could possibly earn a lot of money on Fiverr, on Upwork, on People Per Hour, all these freelance platforms. But you just got to put yourself out there. Take the first step. If you want to build a life of freedom, a freedom lifestyle, a freedom business, whatever it may be, then just take the first step and try it out. Because if I hadn't tried it out, then I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be in this car in Los Angeles and able to just talk to you about the freedom lifestyle that I have built. I would probably just be working a regular job, and there's nothing wrong with working a regular job. It just was not for me. And I chose to try out building myself a lifestyle of freedom, and it has most certainly paid off and continues to pay off today. And as time goes on, I even have invested in rental properties. But yeah, now I'm just going on and on and on and on. But I just want you to take the first steps in building your freedom business so that you can get to where you want to be, so you can travel and see more of the world. Because so many people spend so much of our lives working that we don't think about the rest of the world and how we can experience more of it, how we can travel and see the beauty that is everything. It's such a huge world. There's so much to see and so much to enjoy. So yeah, just try it out, and you never know what might actually happen. You might see success upon success upon success. If I started out and I was broke in 2013, you can definitely do it, no doubt. So thank you for watching the video. I appreciate your attention. If this video was helpful to you, make sure that you give me a thumbs up to let me know that this is great content and you appreciate it, and that you actually would like to hear more from it. And if you actually really are interested in hearing more, please let me know in the comments section below, because I will create more videos about this. I've been lately, sorry I haven't posted in a while, but I wanted to make sure that I have something that's helpful for you all. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I will actually try to create a video about whatever that question is, so I can be as helpful as possible to you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy freelancing.